In an era dominated by digital disruption and global e-commerce, no story is more compelling than the meteoric rise of Amazon and its founder, Jeff Bezos. Born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jeffrey Preston Bezos showed signs of brilliance early in life. Raised in Houston and later Miami, Bezos was valedictorian of his high school and went on to study at Princeton University, where he graduated in 1986 with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science. This combination of technical prowess and visionary thinking would later help him reshape not just how people shop, but how the modern economy functions. The Amazon Empire, Jeff Bezos' Business Tactics Revealed, a powerful documentary by PBS Frontline, dives deep into how Bezos turned a modest online bookstore into one of the most powerful corporate juggernauts in history. The film offers a granular look into Amazon's meteoric rise and the sometimes controversial strategies Bezos employed to dominate multiple industries, including retail, logistics, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence. What emerges is a portrait of an entrepreneur whose obsession with customer satisfaction, data-driven innovation, and relentless expansionism has redrawn the boundaries of capitalism. Bezos' journey began in 1994 when he left a high-paying job at a Wall Street hedge fund to launch Amazon from a garage in Seattle. What started as a bookstore quickly evolved, following Bezos' "Get Big Fast" mantra. The documentary explores how he was less interested in short-term profits and more focused on building long-term customer loyalty through ultra-fast shipping, competitive pricing, and a wide selection. One of his most influential tactics was reinvesting Amazon's revenue back into infrastructure, like fulfillment centers and AI systems, rather than appeasing shareholders with immediate returns. A recurring theme in the documentary is Bezos' calculated use of data and algorithms. Amazon isn't just an online store. It's a sophisticated tech ecosystem that collects vast amounts of consumer data. This enables the company to predict buyer behavior, personalize shopping experiences, and even outmaneuver competitors by offering identical products at lower prices. The film highlights how third-party sellers are often undermined by Amazon's ability to identify best-selling items, then create its own private label versions at a cheaper cost, a practice critics call copy and crush. Amazon's entry into cloud computing through Amazon Web Services, AWS, is another key milestone explored in the film. Though seemingly unrelated to e-commerce, AWS has become a cash cow and the backbone of internet infrastructure, serving everyone from startups to government agencies. This diversification showcases Bezos' genius in identifying high-margin, scalable industries and moving into them early with overwhelming force. Yet, the documentary doesn't shy away from criticism. It outlines how Bezos' tactics, though undeniably effective, have sparked global concern. Workers at Amazon warehouses describe grueling conditions, constant surveillance, and unrealistic productivity quotas. Labor activists and former employees allege that Amazon's push for efficiency often comes at the expense of human dignity. The film also raises questions about Amazon's monopolistic tendencies, its growing influence over small businesses, and its ability to sway public policy through aggressive lobbying. Interviews with former insiders reveal how Bezos fosters a hyper-competitive workplace culture that prizes innovation, but often leaves little room for dissent. At the executive level, he is described as both a brilliant strategist and a demanding leader who insists on high standards and ruthless efficiency. His philosophy, famously summed up in his Day One mantra, urges Amazon to operate with the urgency and innovation of a startup, even as it becomes a trillion-dollar enterprise. The documentary further illustrates how Bezos is not just transforming commerce, but society itself. With the acquisition of the Washington Post and his venture into space through Blue Origin, Bezos has positioned himself at the nexus of media, politics, and technology. Critics argue this consolidation of power is dangerous, enabling one man and one corporation to wield disproportionate influence over public discourse, market access, and the future of work. In its final segments, the film poses haunting questions. Can Amazon be tamed by regulation, Or is it too embedded in modern life to challenge effectively? Is Bezos' model of scale, automation, and disruption the blueprint for the 21st century economy, or a cautionary tale of unchecked corporate power? While Bezos officially stepped down as Amazon CEO in 2021, his legacy and tactics continue to shape the company and inspire, or alarm, business leaders and policymakers around the globe. The Amazon empire, Jeff Bezos' business tactics revealed, is a gripping investigation into how a single visionary rewrote the rules of global commerce. From his humble beginnings in New Mexico to the commanding heights of global capitalism, Jeff Bezos' relentless pursuit of innovation, efficiency, and dominance has built an empire that is as awe-inspiring as it is controversial. Whether viewed as a genius entrepreneur or a monopolistic overlord, Bezos' strategies have undeniably transformed the business world and the way we live in profound, irreversible ways.